Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Farm, thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I got a nice lesson for you today. We're going back to the old school. I'm going to break things down for you, help you simplify, and get a nice little lesson, and move on. Let's go. This is going to be a good one. Why self-improvement, aka self-mastery, is the number one rule of right thinking philosophy. Let me tell you about it. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I get through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow him. All these people, all these persons beside of you, right thinkers, know thyself and two, my yacht, be true. Put the book down. I'm still in my yacht. We still went down the rabbit hole. I got a whole bunch of more lessons. But let's take care of this one right now. This came to my mind since I was reading the book and going through it. This is my philosophy. Right thing, let's talk about why self-improvement or self-mastery is the number one rule of right thinking philosophy. With the philosophy and principles, there's the ultimate goal that you're trying to reach. Self-mastery, right thinkers, is our ultimate goal, to know thyself. Let's go. That's what it's all about. So first of all, first law of man, self-preservation. After that, self-improvement for the right thinkers is the way to what? Gain knowledge of self, aka we know it, self-mastery or know thyself, nihas, whatever you want to call it, don't care. But the idea and the goal is to reach it, obtain it. You can call it what you want. Right thinking philosophy is Mayat philosophy, Shita Nera, Smatawi, all rolled in one. Now it's right thinking philosophy. See my concept? And right thinking philosophy is all about mastering oneself to survive and strive to better oneself while here on earth. All this has to be done before what? You die. Because you're going to die physically. Understand that? And if you still worrying about death, I ain't your man. Why? Because that ain't what I deal with. Death is imminent. You already know that. Okay? That's the elephant in the room nobody wants to talk about. Egyptians did all the time. They was obsessed with death. No. Death is a phase of life. You can't have birth without death. Hello? Let's go. So, remember, opposites. You need two things to make a whole. If we as a people was to take gaining self-knowledge to know thyself and make it a priority for all of us, both young and old, we can change a whole lot of things. But we rather talk about it, complain about it, argue about it, instead of doing something about it. That's what right thinking philosophy puts you on the grind to what? Do something. I've been on my grind for a while now. And I changed me first. Priority. Change yourself. You want to teach, do, or show anybody else, do it with yourself first. I am my own guinea pig. I try everything on me. Always did, always will. And since I changed me first, how? I improved myself. I bettered myself through practice, studying, and implementing what I was learning to manifest it. So I changed. And by practicing my philosophy and mastering it over years, now I can teach you my concept of right thinking philosophy. Not made up. No, I ain't just made something up. No, I just, put it my way. And having your own act together. Again, you got your own philosophy. Philosophy is just what you present, how you present it. I have one that I practice, learn, and put my twist to it. So the stories I tell is pretty much about me and my life experience. That's the difference. All the other stuff stay the same. Okay? I don't make up mythological characters. I use me and my paps and anybody else I can to make my point. That's it. Conceptualize it. Make it real. Keep it authenticity. That's all. And when you have your own act together, and make sure you do that, before you start worrying about anyone else's act. Seeing somebody else's flaws and, lack of situations, concepts, don't do nothing for you. Do you see yours? Because the same way you look out and see, people look out and see yours because you present them too. And it's your job to take care of them, not theirs. Just like it ain't your job to take care of theirs or even point them out. They call it constructive criticism. No. As a teacher and an advisor, I advise against giving constructive criticism, period. It don't work because it's not going to be received the way it's intended. And if you're intending good, don't make a difference. They're not going to take it that way. So trust me on that one. Oh, no. Okay, well, if I give you some advice, you don't have to take it. I can guarantee you a penny to a fat man. If you don't, you wish you had it. Why? Because the situation going to arise, and I'm going to tell you, I already know. But I'm trying to explain that to you. I'm trying to help you out. The best prevention measures are to be warned, heads up, told about, till you'll be aware of them. If you're not, you're going to walk blind into a situation that you have no idea. Life is about preparation, planning. Take advice from somebody who's done it, a.k.a. the elders. I'm an elder now. All I want to do is help young people learn about life. Wow, I don't know where that come from. I stopped asking that question years ago. But yeah, teaching is what I do for young and old. Again, where I'm at down here. First of all, I worked hard on me, doing what I needed to do to better myself, win daily. How long? Years. Not a few weeks, not a couple of months. We talking years. Please understand that in life. Don't worry, it's an ongoing thing. We keep track of it, but eternity could care less about time. What you here now, you got to deal with it. Get better at it. Know yourself. Be your best self. Because when it run out, you're going to need that information for the heart to be light. But if you want to teach anyone anything or preach, you have to have done or mastered it yourself. Teachers have to be certified, degrees. They went to school. Yeah, that's the same thing in life. If you 60 years old and you don't know nothing about life, what the hell you been doing? Well, I'm just living and doing my life. You ain't learning nothing? So that's my concept about life experience. Those are the best teachers. And if you get old and you ain't learning nothing, you really ain't been paying attention. Moving on. I got myself together. Before I decided or thought about doing anything for anybody else, I wanted to make sure I got mine. And with self-knowledge and self-mastery, now I can teach it to others, not on a whim or not know, because I know. I only teach what I know. I have enough experience to do just that. Okay, that's my point. I put years into this, and I'm still putting the work in. 6 years with y'all teaching, so I'm just getting started. Okay, as far as I'm concerned. You have to start with you. Self means just that. You. Everything I give is based on you, for you to use it. Not go tell your buddy, not go tell your girl or your man. No, you use it. Let them see it. And then they'll get, inquisitive, probably ask, okay, now you can elaborate, but you got to show them first. That's all. And self, meaning starting with you, means just that. You have to improve yourself. When? Daily. It ain't a part-time thing. It's a lifelong job. From the cradle to the grave, you obtain and give knowledge. If you got it, you give it. If you don't got it, you get it. So either way, you still got to do something. Called living. If I don't know anything else, I know drugs, I know the streets. I know women. I know a whole bunch of stuff. But knowing that, no, the one thing I do, okay, I know thyself and I know God. Question now for you is, do you know yourself and do you know God? I know a bunch of people who do. And I want to see more. Why? Because it's better to deal with somebody who got their stuff together spiritually. And you can have a conversation. Me and my mother talk for hours. Why? We just exchanging lifelong stories, blessings, and things that we went to express our God's knowledge of God, how we got to know that. And I just love having a conversation. I don't get that often. I just talked to my sister-in-law, who I let her know I'm doing what I'm doing now. I got 6 years in on my YouTube channel. And remember, before I started out on my Can You Feel This Night, you told me, but right, you put the work in, everything you need to do, sleep on it, and let God take over. At that time, I wasn't, okay. And I woke up the next morning, I was fresh and ready to go and never looked back. So I had to thank her for that. And she's still doing her thing too. All right. When you go to God, when you find God, you don't go back to the devil. And those who do, didn't really find God. Y'all was bullcrapping. Okay, that's why it didn't work. Oh, yeah, no, you find God, you know. It ain't by accident. But the question again, do you know thyself? And the whole goal in this physical world is to gain that knowledge of what? Self. That's what I'm giving you, self-knowledge. If all you see is everyone else's faults and flaws in life, close your eyes, okay? Open his eye so you can see your own. That's what the sixth eye, the third eye does. It sees inside. But if all you see is everybody else's faults, but not your own, you're self-fault blind, okay? Remember that guy, the guy with the stinky room, nose blind, they think everything's cool, and everybody going to say, what the hell? Some people got BO, okay, but you got fault blindness. I mean, you don't see your own flaws and faults, but you see everybody else's. Never a good look. Why? Because they see yours. And whether you see it or not, other people do. Same way you see other people, they see yours. That's the glass house concept. We can see yours. You ain't no different. I stopped. What's this? I stopped personally looking at other people, and I started correcting my own because I didn't look so good to myself. When I started practicing my out philosophy, I wasn't good at all. And really, I said, dude, you need to improve. Hello? I said that to myself. You need to improve. Didn't nobody tell me. Didn't nobody know. I made that decision. So I'm trying to tell people I could only help you. And God will only work with you if you want to do it yourself. He won't deny you, but he won't do nothing but wait for you to do something. And then he'll reward you. Moving on. Every morning, I look in mirror at myself and I say, keep doing what works for you. Why? You're looking good. Whatever you're doing, you keep doing that. Why? Please do the way I look. I'm here every day showing you. Every now and then I might lump up and swell up, but I'm satisfied with who I see in the mirror. Are you? Can you say that? That's my little picture back there. That's me. Every day. I see me in the mirror. Okay, different than I see me in real life. Why? I see the real me in the mirror. That's why. Who you see in the mirror. Okay. It's all about the self, not conceit, not egoism. No. Seeing yourself in a higher station of life, a higher self, which is godly. Do good things. When I was that guy, it made me feel good to do bad things. Because I was rewarded with stuff, material stuff, pleasures, money, whatever. So that was the reward. But when it was all over, that was it. No, that's it. You get it? Yeah, that's it. When I've been serving the Lord, the blessings I receive outweigh all that other stuff. And that's why I tell people, you know for yourself, what? It's between you and him. I don't know nothing about that, but I ain't got no nickel in your dime, but I'm holding both sides of mine. Hold up your end, he'll hold up his. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can do all things through Christ and strength you. If Christ has strengthened you to do the right thing, you keep doing it. That's right thing of philosophy, okay? Knowing everybody else's flaws does nothing for yours. Correct yourself first. No, not second. No, first. Start with you. If I give advice to you that you see and no, I don't do, would you listen? I wouldn't. If the advice that somebody give you, they're not using it, don't listen to them. Again, if what they say don't match their actions, don't even listen to them. Okay? That's what I'm going to tell you. Don't care who they are. Don't care what situation. Don't care. None of that means nothing. The individual is the individual. Go by what you see, not what you want. Moving on. When people show you who they are, take them for that. That's who they are. I don't give constructive criticism. I see ignorance all the time, everywhere. I don't say a word. Why? They ain't trying to hear it. That's why. And if I do, they're going to have a... So, let them be. I don't constructively criticize nobody. Constructive criticism, I don't do that to anyone. Why? But myself. I'm hard on me. But that works for me. It ain't nothing to do with you. You got to do what works for you. Okay? Being hard on me means I'm not doing this dumb stuff again. Especially when I put myself in that predicament. I beat me down. Okay? Why? We ain't doing this again. Why? The whole purpose of punishment is to what? Deter you from doing this act again. That's the hope. It's not good. I'm going to punish you. And every time you don't do what I need you to do, I'm going to punish you. And if it's the same incident, don't care. You'll get the same treatment. Your option is to continue to do that or stop. That's it. There ain't no other option. That's all you need is two. You don't need no more than this. You don't need no more than this. In life, in anything, okay? But again, I did my own thing. I took care of myself. You can't better or change, you can't better change or change anyone but what? Yourself. That's what you should be worrying about changing. Anything else ain't none of your business. Realize that, understand that, and it ain't personal. You can better yourself personal. Make that personal. Do that, and you'll be fine. That's what I'm saying. We keep pouring our stuff on somebody else. No, take care of your own stuff. Do that. Okay. Seeing and doing something about your own faults is what self-improvement is about. Self. You see it for yourself and you improve it yourself. Hence, self-improvement. That's the first law of right thinking philosophy. If you're here, you ain't where you want to be, so you should start doing what? Improving yourself to be what? Your best self. To what? Know thyself. That's the goal. I knew I had flaws in my character. Oh, yeah. But instead of, so I corrected them one by one. And guess what? It was a few. So it wasn't easy. It didn't take, it wasn't done quickly. No, it took over years. Like I said, I've been doing it for years. But I've done this myself. How do you correct yourself? Who corrects you? Okay? And again, watch this. I worked on, and I'm still working on my flaws. Oh yeah, to this day. Why? Because I ain't perfect. That's why. Bettering myself means I'm doing better at the things I got to do in my life. So that's a full-time job. It's an ongoing job. I haven't reached that level yet, so I'm still working, still practicing. That's why. And it's a day-to-day thing. That's all. Again, being perfect in human form is the highest level of a human. Why? Nihas, knowing thyself. That's just how you can get. Knowledge of self is the highest goal you can reach is have knowledge of you being God and you and God are one. That's it. That's perfection in human form. What's this? That's the enlightenment. That's the ticket that's going to lighten the heart to get you to the next level of life, as we call afterlife. Self-improvement is what? Is you working on you and how good do you want to be. How you end up is up to you. How much energy, effort you put in, that's what you're going to get in return. You reap what you sow. If you give half-assed effort, like Cain, you get that. You put your best foot forward, you get blessed like Abel. And a lot of times, because you're getting blessed, other person not, they jealous of you because they not putting the work in. That's where the ego comes in at. The ego want to ride up your work. don't work that way. I never forget, they're trying to teach me a Masonic initiation. They want me to steal. I said, my man, I don't do that. I don't take credit for something that ain't mine. It's just a ritual. So I gave him the feedback. All right. That's just my personal character. I want nothing to know. I said, yeah, but just do it. I said, yeah, I'm not liking this, all right? So when you do something that goes against what you know to be right, that's the concept of selling your soul. You know it's wrong. You know it's wrong, and you do it anyway. You got to suffer consequences, that's all. But doing rituals, they want to show you that's the purpose and concept, because you did suffer the consequences for stealing somebody else's work. All right? But again, self-improvement, okay, right thing of philosophy is a self-improving, self-mastering machine. It makes those who follow and practice this philosophy and principle better. Guaranteed. I'm one. I can speak for myself. I can't speak for how many people in the chat know I can speak for me. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And when you improve, others will what? See it too. And that's when you know what? You're doing the right thing. I had a bunch of followers when I was doing the wrong thing. Truckloads. The whole hood. Loved it, right? Okay. When you know and understand that you're not perfect. Why? I was nowhere near perfect. I wasn't trying to, my goal wasn't to be perfect. My goal wasn't to be my best self. My goal was to make a bunch of money and sell all the drugs I could. That's how ignorant I was, and that was my mindset. So after outside of that, I didn't see nothing up. Until I had to get out and say, I got to do something. I got to get up and do something for myself. That drug game ain't going to work. So I put my work in. The rest is history. Let me write this up. No one understands that you're not perfect in the physical form, but you can practice to be the best self like me. That's it. Perfection is only the end result of what? Hard work that you put in. Moving on. Perfection, that impossible feat, but we try, and I don't know why, but I want to be perfect before I die. I want to know myself, be my best self, and in my eyes, that's perfection. In his eyes, it would be too, and I'll be rewarded for that. God blesses perfection. And he also manifests perfection where in his creation, which is us, we and perfection being, God is perfection, manifest into his creation. We and perfection, beings, we are perfected beings, having human experiences. Our spirit is perfect, endowed, okay, with everything we need. It's our human consciousness experiences that we got to have to show know ourselves coming from a human formation. We go from spirit to matter, from matter back to spirit. That's the idea of the wings. Let me wrap it up for you. Now, our own perfection lies in our own consciousness. God is all-knowing. So when God got consciousness, you become one with God. And you have to be we are conscious. We are spiritual beings waiting to fulfill our consciousness. Waiting to wake up, so to speak, become conscious of who we are. We're born unconscious. We got a memory loss. They say you wipe your memory. I say you have to learn a philosophy or principle or doctrine, whatever it is to get you to get connected with your higher self. Whatever you choose to get to God, by any means necessary, the idea to get there. A lot of people get there. It's a bunch of different ways. There's 9 billion people on this earth. There's 9 billion ways to get to God. I just know one. I took my way. I got to God. I'm helping you get the same way to get to God. The one I choose, you can use that route. It get you there. Religion, Christianity, Islam, all of them will get you there if you put the work in. That's what I tell you all the time. Wrapping it up. Greatness in human form is perfection to the spirit by waking it up and becoming conscious of being God in the flesh. That's called knowing thyself. We call it nihas, anointed, God conscious, Christ conscious. Become conscious of God in the flesh. If God is perfection, you becoming one with God makes you perfect and self-improve. That's my goal. That's my lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got the message. And not more important, hope you can practice and use it. Find out for yourself. That's it. Right thinkers, in closing, may you all let it be 100. Me 100. minus a day. So I know that my right thinkers who know now self-improvement is the way. I'm out.